In 1872, Boston's commercial center burned under a remarkable chain of circumstances that all came together at almost exactly the same time. After the Great Chicago Fire, Boston's fire leadership had already warned that the city was vulnerable and needed major improvements. Yet many of those problems remained unresolved when disaster arrived. Then, just weeks before the fire, a massive horse epidemic struck Boston, affecting the animals the city depended on to move heavy firefighting equipment and forcing changes in emergency response. When the fire started, the alarm was delayed. Several engines arrived later than normal, and firefighters struggled to concentrate enough water against flames already spreading through some of Boston's most valuable commercial streets. And these were not simply wooden buildings. Much of the district contained massive brick, stone, and granite structures. Yet the heat became so intense that granite cracked and shattered, facades failed, and entire buildings collapsed. Damaged gas lines created additional fires and explosions, while authorities deliberately blew up other buildings with gunpowder in an attempt to create firebreaks, meaning some of the extraordinary ruins photographed afterward were produced by fire, structural collapse, gas, and deliberate demolition. By the time the disaster ended, hundreds of buildings in Boston's commercial heart were gone, after which the district was extensively rebuilt and modernized, while later economic research found substantial increases in land values following Reconstruction. None of these facts alone proves anything unusual, because cities burn, infrastructure fails, and emergency decisions go wrong. But Boston becomes much more interesting when everything is placed on the same timeline. Warnings about vulnerability, an epidemic weakening transportation, altered emergency conditions, a delayed alarm, water problems, extreme heat, explosions, demolition, destruction of valuable downtown property, and then reconstruction. Perhaps it really was an extraordinary sequence of unfortunate circumstances, but how many circumstances have to align before a coincidence becomes worth investigating? Because Boston was not alone. Across the 19th century, other major cities experienced enormous fires with surprisingly familiar details. Infrastructure failures, extraordinary heat, explosions, destroyed city centers, and massive reconstruction afterward. Soon, we'll investigate these fires one by one and ask whether they were simply unrelated disasters, or whether a larger historical pattern has been hiding in plain sight. For more unusual historical material, join our Telegram community. Link in bio.